afternoon, everyone. You're listening to WCEG Network. We are a worldwide community empowerment group where we speak life into the community. You can log on to WCEGTalkRadio.com, watch us live on your smart TV on the Roku channel, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. I am Janel Andrews, aka God's Girl, host for today of Soulful Harmonies for the next hour. And with me today, I have the incomparable Ricky McKinnie of the gospel group Blind Boys of Alabama. Last but not least, I do need to let you all know that the topics and discussion that we have today is not a part of WCEG Network. It is just the opinion of myself and Mr. McKinnie. Mr. McKinnie is a drummer, recording studio owner, stage actor, radio show host, songwriter, as well as a gospel singer. He is a part of the group Blind Boys of Alabama, who have won 6 Grammy Awards and received the Life Achievement Award from the Recording Academy. He is also their road manager. Good afternoon. I'm sorry, I still have to call you Daddy. That's how I grew up.
Oh, yes.
How are you?
I'm doing good. What about yourself?
I am well. I know you had a show this weekend, didn't you? This past weekend.
We did. It was wonderful. We had opportunity to go out and we enjoyed the people and people enjoyed us. So it was great.
Well, that's a good deal. Okay, now just a couple of questions for us to get to know you better. What sparked your interest in gospel music?
Well, my interest goes way back to when I was young. My mother, Sarah McKinnie Shivers, she was a gospel singer, professional. She sung with the Gene Martin Singers, and also she was with the group called the Female Nightingales out of Atlanta, and that's where it all started. But it started also in the church. My mother sang in the choir, and my uncle was two uncles were preachers, and my granddad, he was a great prayer and deacon of the church. So it started and began in the church.
Just another question for you. Now, like you, was in a choir, but honestly, I don't think I sing as well. However, I'm used to older hymns, and things have changed nowadays. Do you feel, how do you feel the direction of gospel music is going currently?
Well, everything must change. We came up in an era where there was first the blues, jazz, and then there was traditional gospel, and then now gospel is somewhat contemporary, but it's the era. People change. So with the changing of the people, styles change, but traditional gospel will always be at the helm of it all.
Okay. Now, historically, gospel music has been linked to social injustice movements. How do you see modern gospel artists continuing that transition? Do you think they face some of the same issues that were faced back then?
Well, back then, they were marching for toward the injustice, and today is different. Today, Martin Luther King and all of and they are all gone now. But we do have people that are still fighting on a different level, more political than in the streets. But I think that the music is still lifting up people when you're feeling down. I think it all has a purpose. And the songs that we're singing today, a lot of the songs are songs that do touch the heart and they make a difference.
That's true. Now, as a gospel artist, do you feel a certain responsibility or pressure to represent gospel music or faith in a particular way?
Well, it's not about the music itself. It's about me as an individual. Me as an individual, I realized that I have a torch to carry, and when you talk to me, I talk about what I believe in. It's
Okay.
not so much, because that's what it's about. It's about what's on the inside. And what's on the inside is I'm a believer. Believer. I know
Okay.
that God can do anything, and I trust in Him. And those are things that I know that they come out in my music.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, you have a recording studio. I did not know you was an actor. I did not know that part. I knew you played the drums. I know you sing. Also remember the recording studio.
Mhm.
You're a talk show host as well, right? You have your own show.
Yeah, I've done quite a bit in music. I've been around a long time. I have managed my own group, the Ricky McKinnie Singers. I have a studio here in Atlanta called Quality Sound Management. And we have a Facebook page, it's Traditions Cultural Arts. It's a 501c3 organization. And the goal is to promote and preserve music, and not only music, but the arts, legendary arts. And I'm with the Blind Boys of Alabama, and right now I serve as group leader for the Blind Boys. And my brother Chuck, he's the tour manager of the Blind Boys.
Okay. Now that group that you're speaking of is called the Traditions Cultural Arts Incorporated nonprofit.
Right. We have a Facebook page, and it's Traditions Cultural Arts, but I do have a website. It's the Ricky McKinney Experience.com.
Okay. So that would be RICKY.
YMCAINNIE. Ricky
Okay.
McKinney. Yeah.
Now I think I remember my dad speaking of the gospel keynotes. That's one of the groups he used to love. Um,
Yeah, I was a member of the Gospel Keynotes. A lot of people can remember back then. I joined the Gospel Keynotes in 1971. I had the privilege of being there when Paul Beasley, Willie Johnson, Alfred Gino Smith, Val Alexander, Larry McCowan, Donnie Timmons, and myself. We were the original gospel keynotes out of Tyler, Texas. And we were the one that did that song, Jesus, You've Been Good to Me. Yeah.
oh, awesome. See, I'm learning a lot about you. I mean, I've been there to visit you, but again, I call you dad, so I wasn't looking
Oh,
into all this.
oh yeah. We were, family is family, and we don't get
That's
it.
right.
Mhm.
So I do also know that a lot of the older hymns, they were messages as well as songs. Like what was that song I looked up? It
Well,
was
I can go back and tell you this.
okay.
When I was younger, I was with a group out of Atlanta called the Soul Searchers out of Atlanta. It was
Mhm.
Charles Ramey, Russell Wright, and the Soul Searchers, and we recorded a song, and it was called "A Charge to Keep I Have," and that was
Yes,
good on him.
and I think that's one that I discussed as well as some were utilized actually by our ancestors as far as during the slavery time. They used those hymns and songs to send messages back and forth. Um, I
But when you think about it, a song can lift you up. A song can tell you different things about what's going on. Somebody said if you sing a song, it'll make you feel better. And so back in the day, like you say, people would sing songs to get a message through when they couldn't really just talk to one another face to face. They would sing a song, and that song would tell what was going on in the big house or wherever.
Okay, okay. Um, do you have any new endeavors? You have any new songs, new albums out? I know you were still traveling and doing shows with the Blind Boys of Alabama. You have any new thing coming up soon?
Well, the Blind Boys, we have just been awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Americana Music Association. We had an album that came out, the one that won Grammy #6. It was called Echoes of the South, and that's what we're traveling on right now. And it's been a real good album for the Blind Boys, and we also are getting ready to go out on that annual Christmas tour. We'll be leaving from Atlanta this time. Atlanta on November 30th. We'll be leaving from Atlanta. We'll be playing at the winery, the City Winery downtown in Atlanta on the 30th. And then on the 1st, I'm coming to Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get over there and see you.
Oh, I'll be looking for you if you don't make it.
I'll let you know if I'm not gonna make it, but I'm gonna try my best to be there.
Yeah.
I do remember coming to the Christmas programs, and I think the last one was that I went to was at the High Museum? It was downtown, and I
Yeah,
was there.
yeah, it's been a long time, but I want to say that each year gets better and better. Blind Boys are still singing. We have Joey Williams. He's still here. He's the music director for the Blind Boys of Alabama. And
Okay.
I have two young men. One is out of Ohio. His name is Dr. J.W. Smith. And another guy out of North Carolina. He's a preacher. His name is
Okay.
Maryland Glass. Yeah.
Okay. So you said a new album out called Echoes of the South.
Echoes of the South. That's the latest album on the Blind Boys. But not only that, the Blind Boys have a book out. The book is called Spirit of the Century. It's the Blind Boys story. And I tell
Oh,
you,
wow.
you want to know about the Blind Boys and about Clarence and all the boys back in the day and what it took to get us to where we are today. It's the Blind Boys story, and it's called Spirit of the Century. And but the record itself, you can get it on vinyl, you can get it on CD. Hey, you can get it.
All right, that's good to know. Um, I asked my sister if she wanted to be on today. She didn't respond. I think she at work. Yeah, I think she at work. I know Renita got married. Was it last weekend or the weekend before?
We did.
I do miss those days coming to see you and check on you and just sitting down and having a good old family conversation.
Yeah, yeah. My granddaughter, your sister Renita, she was married on last weekend, and so I got two more to go. Brittany got married, and then Tony and Tia. So,
Tia.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And my babies, I love them. Um, so did you just get back today or you headed out for another function?
Well, I'm on my way to Tennessee. We'll
Okay.
be out on the 14th of this month. We'll be out until the 17th, and then I'm back and gonna get in preparation to do this Christmas tour. But we're always kind of moving around. All you gotta do is we made it simple. It's blindboys.com. If you go to blindboys.com and you can find out about the Blind Boys, where we're gonna be, what we're doing, and what's going on.
All right. I'm trying to see. I've asked you everything. Well, how have you been? Now, I remember last time I talked to you, well, it's been a while ago. I was having some issues with my eyesight, and you
Yeah.
called me and made sure that I took care of it. Um, and
Well,
I did.
I'm doing good. we're getting ready to. Last year we went out on a cruise in January. We'll be going back out again
A
this year.
cruise.
Yeah, for 7 days. Blind Wars on the water, and
All
and
right.
we weren't the hurricane either. But we did make we moved the water. But I want to say that you know, want people to stay tuned to what you're doing. You've been doing great things, and I've been knowing you, and you know, when I call somebody a daughter or granddaughter, that means a lot because I don't just say it to be saying something, and I'm proud of you and what you've been doing. I want everybody to know that hey, this is a great program, and anytime you can be a part of it, listen to it, tell somebody about it, and let somebody know that I'm Ricky McKinney and I'm here. And check out Traditions Cultural Arts. That's one of the Facebook pages, but you can always follow me at Ricky McKinney. That's my Facebook page. And but the whole thing in a nutshell is we're just glad to be able to say something good about gospel music because gospel music is still on the uprising. We're still doing things, we're still singing and we're still having a good time. So so anytime you hear about the Blind Boys of Alabama, make your way because you're gonna have a great time.
Amen. Amen. I can attest to that. And I thank you for being a dad to me. I feel like, I don't know, when I met you, it just stuck. You were my dad because that was my sister and we were just one happy family. I love coming to check on you, making sure everything was okay. Um, don't be surprised if you see me soon.
Well, you know what?
'Cause I'm
Anytime we have been together for whatever the situation may be, I'm glad that there's something that I might say or something I might do that can make you feel good or make somebody else feel good. But I'm glad to know that you're there, Janelle. So keep on doing what you're doing, girl.
okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now you got the Blind Boys have 6 Grammys, correct?
That's right. We were just awarded the last one this year. And
Okay.
yeah, so God's been good.
All right. He really has. I remember I was supposed to come to one and we didn't make it. I mean, I didn't make it. Erica, I think she made it. I didn't make
Well, that's because you're so busy. You know, you got wings and you don't mind using them, so that's good.
it. And you're right. I was taught to use them. Do you have any words of wisdom or encouragement for the new artists that are out?
Yeah, I want to say this to anybody that is listening to me today. I'm Ricky McKinney, and I've always been a dreamer. But I've learned that if you can dream the dream, do the work. You got to do the work and keep the faith that God will take care of you. I'm a believer. Most of all, I'm a believer. I believe in God. I know that God can do anything, but Bill, I've tried him for myself and I didn't have to try him. I trusted him for myself. And I realized that in this life, things do happen, but there is always, there's always a way out. Keep on believing, keep on knowing, keep on trusting. I'll let you know that no matter what it is, it might not be music. Everybody not meant to go into music, but a seed, a seed, a seed. You got to plant a seed in fertile ground, meaning
Amen.
you want to be a musician, you got to hang out with musicians that are going somewhere. Not just because you can play, you got to hang out with people that are going somewhere, no matter what it is. If you're in school, hang around with people that are in school, stick it out and make it happen because you can do it. You just got to know
Amen.
you can do it if you
All
try.
right.
Tia's getting
Now,
ready to graduate from college in December.
she is. That's my baby too. Yes, she is.
From this, graduated from college. She's in North Carolina, and she came to me one time. She said, "Granddad," she said, "Renita, she's getting all A's in school," and she said, "And Tony, she get A's and B." She said, "Granddad, I got a C in this math class." And I looked at her, I said, "Well, Tia," I said, "was that the best you can do?" She said, "Yeah, Granddad." I said, "Were you doing your best?" She said, "Yeah, Granddad." I said, "As long as you do your best, your granddad would always be proud of you. Just do the you can, and the rest of it will fall in place.
Amen. Now, how did you get into acting? How did your acting career begin? I didn't know anything about that part.
Well, I had an opportunity to really wasn't really acting out in the documentary, and we Fighting Temptations. Yeah, we were in Fighting Temptations. We sang in Fighting Temptations, a song called "I'm a Soldier." Uh, they had called us. We were over in Europe, and they said, "Blind Boys of Alabama, we got a singing part for you in a movie called Fighting Temptation with Beyonce and so many others." So we came over and we sang in that movie, Fighting Temptation. Also, we sang in a movie that's called Hop. Every Easter, it's a movie about a rabbit who wanted to play drums. But anyway, it's called Hop. You can check it out. And then we had a singing part in a Disney movie. And so things just happen. We just in the right.
Y'all been doing a lot. I mean, and I'm gonna ask you this because I know I do some things, but then you acting, you got a studio, you got a talk show. That's a blessing, and that it's a lot of people that see they haven't achieved half of what you have. What motivates you to keep going?
I've never doubted myself. I've never doubted myself. God has always shown favor on me and in my life. Not saying that I haven't had some times that it seems like it took a while for things to happen, but I've always had faith. I've always had trust. And the thing that has carried me this far is that, like you say, I've been blessed to do a lot of different things. Started out a long time ago. I had a birthday the other day, and I was 72 years old. And I've been
72. Happy birthday, Daddy. See, I'm gonna have to definitely come see you. We got to go celebrate.
You bring me $72. Anyway, nevertheless, I had a birthday, and I've been doing this for 51 years, and started out with the Soul Searchers and did it with my mama with the Ricky McKinnie Singers. But I had an album that I recorded, my first album on the Ricky McKinnie Singers, which was my group. And the line of notes in that record said, if you use me, I go anywhere you want me to go. And I do anything you want me to do. And I said, all I had to say to him was, here I am. And then as time went on, we recorded another record. It was called I Never Had Love Before. You can go on Alexa and pull these songs up. The Ricky McKinnie Singers, I Never Had Love Before, Ricky McKinnie Singers, Here I Am. But the whole thing in a nutshell is that faith, I mean, I'm not here to preach, but I'm just letting you know that faith without works is dead, but if you put in the work and keep the faith, things are going to work out okay.
Amen. Amen. Dad, I thank you so much. I thank you for accepting me as your daughter, accepting my phone, just accepting me, period. There's never been a time that I reached out to you that you haven't. So I thank you because, sometimes people don't have time for you, but you've always shown me that love and kindness. And I really, truly thank you. I thank you for being a part of this show today. And know that anytime you and the Blind Boys want to come back on this show, you're more than welcome.
Well, I want to thank you for just thinking about me and want me to be a part of it. Anytime I can stop by and say an encouraging word, I will. And you just keep doing what you're doing, Janel, because, it's important. It's important that young people show that you can do something positive. And I just want to say to you, thank you for having me on your program. And I'm here at any time. And hey, I always tell people wherever I go, don't miss it when the boys are back in town.
That's right. Well, make sure you tell everybody I say hello. And I'm gonna try to sneak up there and see you because I moved to Alabama.
Yeah, I remember. But you just take it easy. Wherever you are, keep doing what you're doing. I see you are planting a good seed into everybody at the TV station, the radio station, and everywhere that you can be seen. Y'all keep watching. It's a reason she's doing something.
I sure will. And I'm gonna get that information to you in a little while, okay?
No problem. We'll talk to you next time now. Take care.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Dad.
All
Have a
right.
good rest of your day.
All right. Love you, girl.
Thank you. Love you too.